All right, I don't know what to do.
Yeah.
Why not?
I'm so into it.
I'm not gonna miss it.
All right.
I don't know.
I'm so
Oh my God.
proud of Tyray.
So part 3 of the 90 Day Fiancé Single Life Tell-All was pretty boring. We recapped a lot of the same old stuff we've already known, so we are going to make this short and sweet. So we start right off. Natalie is being a lunatic. She is demanding a family from Josh, and Josh is like, whoa, we're not even in a relationship. So Natalie's hooting and hollering, then it's break time and everyone heads backstage, and everyone is still trying to give Natalie like straightforward normal dating advice, like don't give up the cookie all the time and hook up with Josh if you want more from this relationship. Josh comes backstage and he's like, yo, can I steal Natalie for a minute to talk to her? But there is no talking. Natalie starts wailing. She's like, why is everyone treating me like a caged animal and poking me? I'm a human being. Then Josh starts rubbing Natalie's leg and suddenly the lion is tamed. So then the cast heads out back on stage and it is time for Tyray's time in the hot seat. Tyray tells us it didn't work out with Tiffany, it didn't work out with Raina, but he has been chatting online with a girl that he does not know the first name to. And Sean Robinson is like, oh, we know the name, and P.S. she is here on set. So they invite Shannon, that is her name, on stage, and she is wearing a totally unfortunate and ill-fitting dress. But she is a beautiful girl and seemingly totally into Tyray. Condescending Tim, wearing his finest outfit of sparkles, asks Shannon if she is okay with Tyray being a 33-year-old virgin. Shannon is like, it doesn't matter either way. Like, I don't care. Then she is informed Tyray has never kissed a girl, and Sean Robinson jumps in and says, hey, why don't you be Tyray's first kiss? They both seem sort of awkward about the situation. Shannon seems more into it than Tyray. Tyray seems very awkward and nervous. He puts on some chapstick. They kiss it up with a quick peck on the lips. And Tyray is officially a man with his first kiss under his belt. And let's just hope at the next tell-all we are not forced to watch Tyray lose his virginity. Next up is viewer questions. The first question, someone wants to see Shantel twerk. Shantel says it's all about standing on your toes, loosening your knees, and sticking your booty up in the air, and twerks it up on set. Then we find out who taught Shantel how to send it to the windows to the wall. It was her grandma who taught her how to move that juicy boohole. She would put on Beyonce songs for her as a child and they would twerk it out. The next fan question is directed at Natalie, and she gives us her best or worst, I don't know, rendition of a vampire. So we all just barely survived Natalie's Ukrainian vampire soliloquy, and we are off next to John and Megan, who are now in the hot seat. We learned that Megan says not having a child with John is no longer a deal breaker in the relationship. Then John tells us having a child is no longer a hard no for him. He doesn't really want one, but he's open to the idea. And then they tell us that they are not taking any precautions in the bedroom to prevent a child. The cast is like, huh? What? It just seems like you both agree that you really don't want a child, especially not right now. And they're like, no, don't worry. We're not actively trying to have a child. And John is just like, you know. And then they bring Patrick out on stage. And Beefcake Patrick is ready to poo-poo all over John's parade. He's saying this isn't the right lifestyle for John, he's not a family man, and he's not ready to be a stepfather. Then the cast is like, well, John seems to really like being a stepdad. And Debbie's like, yeah, John has this huge heart of gold. He's such a teddy bear. And then Patrick's like, I didn't say he's not a teddy bear. He's got a huge heart, but he's never wanted children. And we grew up with stepdads, and we know how it is. And Sean is like, hey, Patrick, do you know they are doing the boom boom in the bedroom with no protection and there could be a child in the way at any minute? At some point during all this, Sean gives Patrick an out by saying, hey, do you regret anything you've told Megan about John? And Patrick's like, no, I stand by everything I said. Megan is controlling and she puts ultimatums on John. But it does not look like Patrick is gonna win this battle of brotherly pride, because in the preview for next week, we see John whopping up out of his chair, showing us his plumber's crack as he gets down on one knee on our blessed and beloved tell-all set to pop the question to Megan.